Welcome to Fandom Beat. It's time for another Behind Anime Lines, and today I'm joined by Danica Harrod from Crunchyroll to talk about Blue Spring Ride. This is a shoujo anime that is currently debuting in this summer anime season. As of time of this shooting, we're about two episodes in. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about them. So let's talk about them. So let's set up what Blue Spring Ride is for people who don't know.
Shoujo.
Shoujo?
Like ultimate shoujo.
Shoujo as fuck.
Shoujo as fuck.
That's a good summary.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good word. Good sentence.
It's very shoujo though. Like you got these as someone who's not very experienced in shoujo, this is kind of hitting a lot of the tropes that I imagine a lot of shoujo is like. You got super hot characters with super pointy chins and preposterously skinny legs walking around. Yeah.
Clumsy and like just in love with each other. Everyone's just like in love.
Right.
Or hate each other.
I will say right off the bat that it's refreshing to be watching a show where the fate of the world is not hanging in the balance and there's not like some sort of like epic overarching story about like the planet being destroyed. Like it's like, no, it's just two high school kids having stupid high school kid drama.
Yeah, which actually it's not like my preference to watch shoujo.
Yeah.
But I wanted to watch this show because the manga's really popular in Japan, so it's pretty good so far.
Yeah. So let's talk about the basic plot, I guess, the setup, because we're only 2 episodes in as of the time of this shooting. The idea is that there are these 2 kids who met in middle school who had a pseudo semi-romantic fling thing that didn't work out, and she never stopped thinking about him because of anime, and they reconnect in high school, essentially, right?
It seemed pretty close to working out.
Yeah, it was almost there, and then he like didn't show up.
Because she said she hated all guys.
Yeah, it's so funny. That's such a anime misunderstanding. It's just like she walked into the wrong one on the wrong conversation. Like, oh, this entire show is built around he walked out at the wrong time and heard her say. It
was devastating at that moment.
Yeah, but yeah, and so basically comes back in high school. He's got a new name, and he's kind of a dick now, and that's the setup I feel like of this show.
Yeah, that's like most shoujos.
Really? So explain to me, like how typical is this for a shoujo anime? As someone who has like next to no experience.
So, shoujo, I actually have only watched like a few shoujo anime, like the most popular, like Skip Beat, My Little Monster, Anohana, and stuff like that. But shoujo manga or anime usually involves a really clumsy girl who can't make up her mind. She's in love with the boy. The boy is kind of tsundere. He like treats her kind of bad, but also is in love with her. That's usually the plot of shoujo, right? It's just kind of makes you want to fall in love.
Right, and that's what you described could basically apply perfectly to this show. Interestingly though, I think like even if the plot is pretty boilerplate shoujo, at least so far, I love the way this show looks. These like watercolor backgrounds that it has are just like, I've never seen a show that looks quite like this.
The backgrounds are amazing.
Yeah.
So the opening, I think in the opening you actually see them for the first time, and I was kind of like blown away. So I've seen pages from the manga, I've seen clips from the manga online, and you would never guess that it would translate to like gorgeous artwork.
So is this pretty reflective of how the original manga looked? Did it do a watercolor thing as well?
Well, you can't tell because it's not in color, but the art style is really, really, really similar. So it looks awesome so far.
So our protagonist, Futaba, is sort of interesting to me in that when we first see her, it's back in her middle school days. Like the show kind of begins with a flashback, and she's super shy, like modest, very feminine shoujo protagonist. But then when we see her in the future, she has kind of had this interesting inversion where she's like really wants to be liked by other girls. She's seen that the cute girls aren't liked by other girls, so she's just like constantly like pounding snacks and just like eating bread.
Tons of bread.
Yeah, just all bread all the time, trying to be as unfeminine as possible to be liked by girls. And I guess that's not exactly what I thought was going to happen. I thought that we were going to come back and she was still going to be kind of a semi-run-of-the-mill shoujo protagonist. And instead, she's like actually pretty expressive, and she gets like loud and yells at people and stuff sometimes. I like where her character's at right now, even if it's kind of a facade that she's put on.
Yeah, I kind of can relate to that though, because not that I'm trying to not be feminine, but I sometimes find myself like being really loud and obnoxious and like also stuffing my face with like cake.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was not liked in middle school at all, and I think that heavily affected her. And just losing Tanaka in the beginning, I think had a huge effect on her. So when she got back to high school, she wanted to be accepted, and Nikita is hated by everyone. And I think that Futaba also saw that, so she just tried more. So she just tried harder to be accepted by the girls instead of be accepted by the guys.
And so when we come back to seeing her in high school, she's got these 2 friends. This like one who's pretty nondescript, and then like the Gyaru one.
Yeah, what is with that?
I don't know. I'm down though. I don't know if that.
You're down.
I just think it's cool to see that this high school archetype represented in this show of just like these are the Mean Girls characters. Like,
Yeah, and you can tell because all they care about is like makeup,
Right.
and like shopping.
And Tanaka calls her out on that too, I guess. On like, and it came across as really dickish, I thought, but he right away is like, hey, your friends are fake, bullshit. Your friends suck.
Yeah, he's
Sorry
like,
about
you're
your
fake. Why are you friends? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it.
And I'm a little troubled. I know we're only 2 episodes in, but I'm a little troubled by how that affected her, I guess. I mean, ultimately, I suppose he was right, but like watching him just like talk a gang of shit about this girl's friends and to see her immediately like blow up at them and effectively break up their
She
friendship.
instantly yelled at them.
Yeah.
It was like that happened, and then she went in the classroom and was like, you guys are awful, and this is how I feel, and you suck, and
Totally.
goodbye.
And I'm going to be interested to see how those characters factor into the story later on, because the way episode 2 kind of wraps up, it seems like their relationship is fundamentally altered now.
Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go because you see her apologize to them, and
Yeah.
she seems really sincere, and you can kind of tell that she realizes, oh no, I'm losing my friends.
Totally.
What am I gonna do after this?
But then Ganguro Girl is like, I don't really think you fit in with us anymore, so bye, and just turns
bye.
around and walks away.
Yeah, but then her other friend Chie, and Chie was actually her friend in middle school, so Chie is like kind of hesitant. It almost seemed like she wanted to talk to her, but she's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna follow the leader of the pack, right?
Right.
So.
Still, if you're gonna have a character named Chie with short cropped hair and she's not gonna like be into stakes and kicking people, I can't really.
Yeah,
not
I don't care
interested.
about it.
Wrong
I don't
Chie.
care about it.
Not the best Chie ever.
No.
So I was a little confused in episode 1 because we see 2 characters named Tanaka. Presumably they're related in some way, but one thing about like shoujo male protagonists, or at least in this show, they all look really, really similar.
They look the same.
And I'm having trouble, like the only way I can tell them apart is like this one's maybe slightly taller, and then the younger Tanaka wears like a cardigan that's way too big for him, and that's how I can like tell them apart
Yeah,
in my
well,
head.
when Tanaka Sensei first walked by her in the show, you see her kind of freak out and freeze. And
Yeah.
the girls are like, what's wrong? Like, why are you looking at Tanaka Sensei that way?
Totally, and that made me think that he was the dude from her childhood. And it
He
turns
looks
out-
exactly like
Right,
Tanaka
yeah.
in middle school.
Yeah, and so it's kind of, I guess it's setting up this weird relationship where in episode 2 she has a conversation with him, and she basically like narrates in her head that she's like, I am totally projecting middle school Tanaka onto this dude because the new Tanaka is being kind of a jerk,
Yeah.
and I don't really like that. I kind of want to stick with this show if for no other reason than it's a refreshing change of pace from the type of stuff I usually watch, and there are enough sort of confusing question marky relationships in there that I kind of want to see where they go, because right now like I don't have a clear peg on like what's going to happen with her and her friends, what's going to happen with her and like Tanaka-kun, what's going to happen with her and the teacher. Like every single one of these relationships is still shifting, and I don't know.
Don't you want to watch it though for the Catboy sweater?
That too. If I want to see if Tanaka Sensei's Catboy sleeve shirt ever. I also want this show to succeed so that I can buy that shirt someday. Just
I
want
hope.
full Catboy
Gosh,
sleeve.
or like a figure with just a Catboy sweater on.
Literally, I would buy it and
Believe
just
it.
break the arm off and then put the arm on my desk.
And then there was that part where Tanaka Sensei was having a conversation with Tanaka about doing better in school, and Futaba finds out that he's like in advanced classes,
Yeah.
and she's like shocked. She's
Yeah.
like, who is this? Why is this asshole in all these advanced classes?
Right. And one thing I really like about scenes like the moment where she finds that out is that this show's not all serious all the time. Like she has some super anime reactions to things where she just gets like, goes almost chibi and like
She
when
has like jelly leg.
yeah, like opens the door with her curved
so
leg.
weird.
There's a million little scenes like that where like her face, like there's comic relief in this show,
Yeah.
and it's good because I don't know that I can handle 22 minutes of shoujo drama type stuff in like big chunks like this. So this is a production IG show, right? Which is interesting because what I know them for at least is like Ghost in the Shell, and they worked on I think the Animatrix. And they did like the anime sequence in Kill Bill, right? All of which
they did
very.
like XXX Holoco too, which is like clamp shoujo.
Oh, okay. So I was about to say, I don't really see a ton of Ghost in the Shell or Attack on Titan influence in this show. Yet.
You don't see it yet?
I mean.
Maybe you will.
There was a lot of complaining and angst like there was in Attack on Titan, so maybe
I
that's
think
the
Futaba
connection.
is out for Tanaka's blood though.
Maybe.
So.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So what else has Production IG, I guess, worked on that?
They did like End of Evangelion too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they've done mostly big stuff. They've also done a lot of video game work.
Yeah,
So-
they did the cutscenes in Fire Emblem Awakening, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It was good to see them come back for that Smash Brothers trailer.
So it is funny to see them most recently be doing tons of action stuff and then just straight to shoujo.
Yeah, it's a big pivot.
But the anime looks great, so I'm
It
happy
does.
about it.
It looks gorgeous. We actually, a few weeks ago, did an episode on Garden of Words, and that was the first thing that came to mind because the opening scene with them at the shrine, hiding from the rain, I was just like, this feels like Garden of Words. The amount of detail that's being paid to the backgrounds and environments here is just incredible.
Yeah. And the original manga is by Io Sakisaka, and that is actually still going on. So I'm hoping that with this anime, because so far it's good, I'm hoping that they continue it, and I'm hoping that they do multiple seasons, because with other shoujo manga, like Fruits Basket, they did one season, people were really bummed out.
Because the manga went on longer than
Yeah,
that,
the
right?
manga went on longer. So this manga is still ongoing, so I'm hoping that they continue the anime. I'm excited to see. where
Yeah,
it
so you're
goes.
liking it
Yeah,
overall? You're gonna stick with it?
I'm into shoujo. I just usually don't watch it.
Yeah.
I'd rather read it because I can feel like I connect more with it and I can go at my own pace.
Right.
But I'm liking this anime mainly because the animation is so good and
Yeah.
it's funny. It's
Yeah,
just funny.
it's just it's wicked pleasant right now, and the interpersonal drama isn't overwhelming or overbearing. It's there, but it's like the plot. I don't know. Plot's moving fast enough. There's enough cute little jokes and moments and stuff. I think I'm gonna stick with it too.
Yeah, and I think everybody deep down when they watch shoujo, I mean, this is like one of your first shoujo, right?
Yeah.
So I think everybody kind of wants to be the shoujo protagonist or the heroine or the hero.
Yeah.
And that anime definitely makes me want to do that, even
sure.
though she's clumsy, even though she's dorky, but
Yeah.
it just makes me want to be like her.
Totally. No,
in a
I get
weird
that,
way.
and like I think that this show does a really good job of hitting the shoujo emotional manipulation things right. Like they've got really gorgeous art, they've got an excellent like characters and pacing, and then they've got like this fantastic orchestral score that almost sounds like it's from a movie or
yeah,
something. That's just
yeah.
like from the moment it opens, you're like, oh, you're just going right for the jugular, the heartstring jugular there. That's okay.
Yeah, I would definitely not watch. Actually, I would not watch any shoujo if you're like going through a breakup or something
Right,
like
that's a
that
good
because
tip.
it'll just rip your heart out.
And then there's also this Blue Spring Ride live action movie, I guess, that's coming out in like December 2014. I just found out about this.
I don't even know about it
Yeah,
yet. But
I was looking at like the Wikipedia
I wonder
page or
how they'll
something.
do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird fit potentially. I don't think there are human beings with pointy enough faces to properly portray.
I feel
these
like you're going
characters.
into like yaoi faces. Shoujo faces aren't that pointy. It's not like yaoi chins are like.
Nah,
down
not yet,
here.
but it's like pretty spiky, heads.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, shoujo always translates best, I think, to like Korean dramas. Like Korean dramas are always super shoujo-y, I guess. No, they're Korean dramas, but I'm interested to see how the live action movie goes.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. It's just a few months away. So that's what we thought of Blue Spring Ride. Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and we'll be down there hanging out and talking to you about it. When can people watch Blue Spring Ride?
Blue Spring Ride simulcast on Crunchyroll every Monday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, that's a good like brunch anime. It's a good
It's a
time
good brunch. Yeah, Monday brunch.
Good time to simulcast.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch it yourself, if you go to crunchyroll.com/fandombeat, you can watch the entire series simulcast at the same time it comes out in Japan in full 1080p. Crunchyroll is the largest legal anime library on the web, and every show on there has full professional subtitles and is available in full HD. When you sign up for a year, it actually comes to less than $5 a month, which is far less than Netflix, and you can watch unlimited anime, some of it simulcast as it comes out in Japan. So all this season's best summer anime is available on the site. I've been a Crunchyroll subscriber since like years before I even started doing this show. It is the best way to watch anime on the internet, and I totally recommend it. So crunchyroll.com/fandombeat, you get a 14-day free trial on us. You'll be supporting our show, supporting Crunchyroll, and supporting the anime industry, so can't lose. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember, we have more than just behind anime lines on this channel. We also do anime watch-alongs some Fridays, and we also have Katie's show about My Little Pony and Adam's show about K-pop. Both of those are absolutely worth checking out. But yeah, if you like the shows we make, please subscribe and support us, and we'll keep making them.